Can't turn your head side to side? How to fix that, coming up next. So I wanted to share how to get range of motion back in your neck when you're having trouble turning your head side to side. I want to help you understand why that's happening and the steps that you need to take to fix it. And I'll share with you that I've been working with a gentleman who has had loss of range of motion in his neck for over 30 years. And why he's having this is that he worked over a desk and he works on a laptop like this. And for 30 years, he also has some injuries. So his neck kind of seized up. And what he did was he stopped moving. He stopped moving because it hurt to move. And then he just got stuck and his fascia got thick, his muscles got stuck. And now he could barely turn his neck. He came to see me. He could only go maybe a ½ inch to the left and then further to the right, but only like a ½ inch to the left. And so the thing is, I could do the most amazing trigger point work. I could send him home with balls. I could teach him how to release his trigger points. But the fact is, if he goes home and then lays on his couch and reads like this or works on his laptop, it's not gonna get better. And if he stays afraid to move, it's also not gonna get better. Because when we feel some pain when we move, it might just be that there's some trigger points. The muscles went, ooh, uh-oh, we fell, we slipped, we turned our head real fast and things seized up. And then we go, oh. And then if we stop moving because it hurts, that reinforces that stuck pattern. It makes the fascia thicker and the fascia and the tissue gets dehydrated. Nothing can heal when it's dehydrated. Hydration is healing. It sets the stage for the tissues to not be stuck together, for the inflammation to be able to come and go and not get stuck, because inflammation always increases pain. So we want to get the tissues hydrating. Well, we do that with moving. After working with him a couple of times, I said, look, you're not going to get better if you're not moving. So I sat with him and we just did this. I said, go as far as you can to the left and then go right, and then go, oh, meet the pain, go right. Meet the pain. So do it with me right now. If you're having trouble turning your head right and left, start turning your head. You can't avoid it forever. It's not going to make it better. So we started doing this. And in the beginning, he was just like this. I had him sit up. You got to sit up. You can't do it down here. You got to sit up tall. And then after about a minute, he was like, oh, I'm going further to the left, further than I have in years, actually. And so I said, do that every hour on the hour. Set a little chime on your phone. Every hour on the hour, just sit up tall and do this movement. And then take a moment to jiggle your sternocleidomastoid, which is the main muscle that turns your neck. There's more involved, but that's the main one. So we did this turning, and he was already able to see a difference. Then I said, drop your head, tilt your head to one side, grab right under your ear. The one thing you can grab is the sternocleidomastoid, which turns your head side to side, among other things. But you're gonna just grab and wiggle, grab and wiggle, kind of free it from being all stuck to the tissues underneath it. Follow it down to the sternum and then back up, wiggling it along, wiggle it, wiggle it. If you find a real tender spot, you can hold it. Do the other side. Find that muscle that's sticking out. Just grab the front of your neck and the side of your neck, walking down to the front and then to the side. It helps if you have the head leaning and the chin dropped a little bit. If you're going like this, it's going to be harder to capture, right? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle up and down. Ooh, there's a tender spot in mine right there. I'm going to hold it. You can do a little turning and movement while you're holding it. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Also the number one headache muscle. So this will help headaches if you're getting them. There's the spot right there. Oh, it's better. Okay, great. Now sit up tall and turn your head again. My range of motion is so much bigger. Even just doing that little bit and keep turning, keep turning. Great. Do that every day. I said, look, go home, do that little practice every day. Turn your head side to side for about a minute, wiggle the sternocleidomastoids for about a minute, 2-minute break every hour, maybe every time you sit on the toilet, something like that. Add it in throughout the day. A few days later, he sent me a message. I have the most range of motion I've had in over 30 years, just doing those things. So key takeaways for you are, if you're having trouble turning your head, it's often relative to some injury or really bad posture where you're getting stuck, right? And then when you feel pain when you turn your head, it can bring up fear. I get it. It's scary. Oh God, what's going on, right? It's just tension, just stuck fascia, just a little inflammation, just some trigger points in the stuck muscles. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Tell yourself, we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Everything's okay. And then just go up to the pain and meet it, and then back off. And meet it and back off. Deep breaths. And then after a while, you'll notice as you're relaxing and moving and not getting stuck in fear about the pain, then you can actually clear the pain. Because when you get stuck in fear, that's a dim, that's a danger in me. And the more dims, the more fear there is, the more pain. That's been proven. I did a whole video on dims, danger in me, and sims, safety in me. And we'll put a link to the description of that discussion of dims and sims. So if you're stuck in fear, you're worried about the pain, and nobody can seem to help you, it's because you're walking around like this. Oh no, if I turn my head, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it might hurt a little bit in the beginning, but keep moving, keep going, deep breaths, purposefully relaxing your muscles, and you will improve significantly, even in just 1 minute. So I trust you found this video to be helpful. I'm Kat Matlock with a little bit of lingering laryngitis here in Asheville, North Carolina at FreeBody. And yes, I do work with people online telehealth. We'll put a link to the description in that below. You'll see that. So I'd love to help you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.